Gold dropped to a 4-week low on Thursday as the U.S. 10-year Treasury yield hit 3% on Wednesday for the first time since 2014. Joining me today is Phil Streible, Senior Market Strategist at RJO Futures. Phil, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So, $1 million question here. Does the fall in gold make sense to you? Shouldn't higher interest rates, mean more equity volatility and a flight to safe haven assets?
Well, I think that, the equity is rising. That has put a little bit of pressure on gold. Some traders are cycling back into those positions. The equities, the S&P specifically, held the 200-day moving average up at 2608, and we've gotten that strong bounce from there. Earnings have been doing really well also. But I think that 3% yield, that had really shook the cage of the gold bulls, and we saw gold prices sell off. I think they're going to continue to slide down, most likely that 200-day moving average right around 1312.
Okay, so let's talk about the dollar now, Phil. It has been on a long-term downward trend, but has been rallying in the last 2 weeks. Do you see this strength continuing here?
Yeah, it looks surprisingly strong. I thought that we would have failed once we hit 90, but we're continuing to march on. The Fed looks to be aggressively raising rates throughout the year. That next interest rate hike should come in June. It's pretty baked in the cake, high probability that'll happen. So that has cause a lot of nervousness with gold bulls. They've been liquidating, and they've been liquidating a little bit faster than the silver market. We saw that gold silver ratio go from about 82 down to 78.
Well, I want to get your thoughts on silver next. It's still weak compared to gold. How do you see it playing out?
Silver's been trapped in that channel, like 1691, that's the 200-day moving average. Between 16 and 17, we've been there for 3 months. Something is going to cause it to break out to the upside. Just the question of, what it is. I mean, we saw ETF inflows really come in strong into silver, and I think that it's just winding up, and I've seen these markets where they become quiet for so long, and then some catalyst breaks it out to the upside. What that is, it's questionable at this point.
Good thoughts from you, Phil Streible. Frustrating for sure for gold and silver investors right now. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Hey.